Small businesses need to stay closed. Good evening, little people. Here's what we want you to believe today. And pay close attention. We'll be emotionally manipulating you with fear to get you to believe what doesn't make any logical sense to you. COVID cases are spiking. There it is. Leading the charge against humanity is the most trusted man in the country, Communist Newsom, who's announced he'll be ordering all California businesses to close for another 3 weeks, followed by a period of forever. The only way to fight a virus that carries a 99.98% survival rate is with poverty that we're getting you to create for yourself. And if you don't think that makes sense, then remember to be afraid so you'll comply out of your emotional reactivity. This just in, science has proven that poverty is immune boosting. According to scientific studies that haven't happened, small businesses are cesspools for death and disease, as they always have been. Meanwhile, large national chains like Costco, Target, Home Depot, and Amazon are tasked with the burden of receiving what's left of your money, if you even have any left. To explain how keeping small businesses shut down forever is in your best interest, please pay close attention to the following sequence of events that you're in the middle of right now. You keep your business closed, which means you go into poverty. You and everyone else is then dependent on the government for aid. Then everyone votes for increased government control so they can get financial aid and handouts from the government, while having to stay strictly compliant with the government mandates in order to qualify for the handouts. I wonder if the bread lines will be gluten-free. Now, if this sounds like you're ushering in and then living in a socialist communist state, it's because you will be. But we're calling it something different so you don't realize it yet. We're calling it COVID relief. But it's really just relief from the economic destruction that we've told you to do to yourself. Now, actions speak louder than words, and our loudly spoken words are, we're not doing this. Yet our actions show that we are. But because you're watching me right now to have me tell you what to think, that means you're not thinking for yourself and therefore are dumb enough to fall for this. So we'll carry on. COVID relief. Now those are words that make you feel like the elite are protecting you, so you'll trust them, right?
And I've done my best to do that.
Nobody could do it better, Gav. Close your business to protect yourself and society. It's the right thing to do. Destroying your livelihood and staying committed to going deep enough into poverty for long enough so we'll eventually give you a little bit of money is a financial plan you can trust. However, numerous California county sheriffs have come forward saying they won't enforce any more of Communist Newsom's ridiculous rules because they are both destructive and unconstitutional. In his very non-dictator-like ways, Newsom responded by warning these counties that if they don't enforce his rules, they could lose COVID relief funds. So in other words, shut your businesses down so you'll need our financial aid. That's like saying if you want to be happy, then get depressed so we can give you antidepressants to make you happy. And I think we all know that's the only way to be happy. These sheriffs who serve and protect the public appear to be brave enough to protect the public from corrupt people in positions of power who are saying they're protecting the public. And unfortunately, that's just not scientific. And be sure to believe my super solid use of the term scientific.
This is really solid.
As is everything you say, good sir. The business owner who owns Pineapple Hills Saloon had her business shut down. Right next door to her outdoor dining setup, Hollywood elites were allowed to place their outdoor dining setup. The business owner, who was shamefully stricken with tears, obviously doesn't understand that the Hollywood elite are elite, and that she is not. Hollywood is an essential business now tasked with ushering in acceptance of socialism through entertainment. Similar to sheriffs, numerous business owners are standing up in the face of tyranny as they disobey orders to open their businesses. Like this man who owns coffee in Escondido, California.
Coffee here in Escondido will not be closing down.
As you can clearly see, this man is a domestic terrorist out to kill people by serving his community and earning a living for his family. Insert Corona is dangerous rhetoric here that nobody believes anymore. This just in! We at the mainstream media will not report on brave people defying draconian orders to open their businesses. We don't want you to see hugely growing numbers of people choosing bravery and common sense over fear. Because we don't want you to be inspired to do the same, we won't show it to you. Instead, be afraid so you stay weak and compliant by considering this. COVID will kill you 100% of the time. Except for 99.98% of the time. This news update proves small businesses need to stay closed forever. You are a little person who would be nothing without us. Luckily, we'll continue telling you what to think because we're protecting you.